Jack Elaines was a man with a mission. For 70 years, he was the father of American fitness. This legend, who created modern fitness, started us huffing and puffing back in 1936. The man who would become known worldwide for good health was a sickly child. He loved sugar, consumed junk food, and was not expected to live long. But at age 15, his mother, worried about his ill health, took him to a lecture given by pioneer nutritionist Paul Bragg. It changed Jack Elaine's life forever. He changed his eating habits. Junk food was out. Natural food was in. He opened his first physical culture studio. Inside were types of exercise equipment that no one had ever seen before, because Jack Elaines created them. Still in use, the weight selector, the wall pulling machine, the leg extension machine, and many others. But for Jack Elaines, machines were just a tool to help people look better, feel better, and live longer. 1951, Jack Elaines discovered another tool to spread his message of health and fitness, a flickering glass tube, television. Soon millions tuned in, stretched out, and pumped up. In living rooms across the nation, viewers had their own personal trainer as Jack again created something new, the exercise program.
Come on, boy, here we go. Hey, hi everybody, hi boys and girls. This is Smiley, this is Happy. They all want to greet you and say good morning to you. And you say, or the boys and girls say right back, say good morning, Happy and Smiley, louder. And there's some of you right now in front of that television haven't exercised for a long time. And I want to ask you a question. Oh, where have you been? You have put on some weight. You're the same as the hips and the bills. You never have a day. It's because you load your plate with food that's so fatty on the grill. Hey!
Age 70, Long Beach, California. Handcuffed, shackled, and fighting strong winds, Jack towed 70 boats loaded with 70 people along the Queen Mary Mile. September 26, 2002, Hollywood. The entertainment industry honored Jack as a television pioneer with a star on Hollywood Boulevard's fabled Walk of Fame. Jack Elaines never retired. Well into his 90s, he was sharing his expertise, his knowledge, and inspiring millions with his endless enthusiasm. He passed away on January 23, 2011. But his legacy of health and fitness lives on. Jack Elaines, an American legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor and privilege to welcome Elaines, escorted by Keith Merchandani, President and CEO of TriStar Products.
This is such a, look here, please sit down. It's a real honor. And I know that if Jack were here tonight, he's looking down on all of us. And he's saying, thank you, ERA, from the bottom of my athletic heart. And thank you, not only do I thank ERA, but without Keith Merchandani and TriStar and Joseph Labby from Cheermaster and Dime Corporation, and they're Ed Crane and Vanessa, who working with you has just been a big delight, I mean a huge delight. And I know that a lot of you wonder, well, I wonder how old she is. He was 96. Well, and you know, Erin said earlier tonight that she's getting old. Honey, you weren't born in 1926 like I was. Anyway, you know, I met Jack in 1950. Well, actually, I met him in I started in television in 1948. In those days, the television went on at 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and I had a commercial, and it probably was a forerunner of the infomercial. I walked in with a grocery bag and bread in the bag, and I opened the bag and I said, good. that was my first commercial. Then I went on television in San Francisco, and I was on a show called The Les Malloy Show. I programmed the show. I got all the guests for the show. I had all the famous stars in those days, Joan Crawford and all those girls, and Betty Davis and all that. I had them on television in San Francisco. We had a show from 4:30 to 6, and I got this call from Oakland, California, and they said, "We got this guy over there to do push-ups for your whole show." I said, "Wow, that's great. We'll just pan over to him a little while, and then and he did push-ups the whole show." That guy was Jeff Elaines. In 1951, he started us on same station, KGO TV, and I used to smoke cigarettes and eat chocolate donuts, and he'd say you should eat apples and bananas and oranges. If I didn't like that, I would tell you this. He said, "Oh yeah." So then he brought a man over a very big corporation out to here. He said, "We're going to take 30 pounds off of that man in 30 days. And that man lost 30 pounds in 30 days. And I said, "Oh my gosh, the sands of time are shifting." And I was swimming in the Minneapolis Aqua Falls. I was in pretty good shape. But this is the 1950s. This was the early 40s that I did swimming. And my chest was sinking into my waistline and whatnot. And so I started exercising, and he said, "The only thing good about the donut is a hole in the middle." And so I stopped eating my chocolate donuts. I started exercising, and I broiled everything I used to fry, and I became a convert. And we danced at the company party, and we've been dancing ever since. And I know he's dancing in heaven. And we want to thank you again and again and again for this wonderful. And I know that he would say to each one of you, I just want to say one more thing, that he believed so strongly in what he turned down a lot of things that he could have made a lot of money on. He only believed in the things, he only would sell the things that he really truly believed in. And his shows were probably the beginning of the infomercials, because he had all of his products, and some of our commercials were 2 minutes and 3 minutes in those days. They didn't care in those days. But anyway, I know that he would say to each one of you that believe in yourself and believe in your product. And he would say to you, anything in life is possible, and you can make it happen. And God bless each and every one of you. And thank you, thank you, thank you again from the bottom of my athletic heart. And God bless you. This is beautiful. Thank you.